and podcast. We're trying to work towards not needing an introduction, but everyone needs an introduction. So tonight, well, before I say that, I'm your host, T. Wing.
And I'm Anthony Mandigo.
Tonight we got a special guest. He's a friend of both of myself and Mandigo. He's a person that we know intimately. We know, and we've been knowing since we was kids. So we all come up through childhood in the system. So this is gonna be a special episode. His name is Willie, Plater Boy, Plater the second, and he's a Cedar Grove representative, just as Anthony Manigo.
Okay.
And he got on a foreign team. I think the team is from overseas.
Yeah. I'm Saints.
All right, man. Without further ado, we won't keep y'all waiting. We're gonna delve into this show.
Willie,
What's up?
how's it been, my brother?
Ain't been good. It been good.
How's good?
Been good. I just hit 50.
You just hit 50?
Yeah,
I just hit 51.
Ooh, you 1 year older than me.
Yeah, 1 year older than you. I remember when you was about 14.
Yeah, I was,
Young.
yeah.
We both young then.
Yeah.
Coming up out the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You on the east side. On the east side, Pine Valley. We were little kids coming up.
Yep.
I remember all that.
Mm-hmm.
A long journey you was on.
Real
So how
long.
long did you do?
I did 28 years and 4 months.
Man. Ooh.
From the age
Did y'all
of
hear
17.
that? How long?
From the age of 17.
From the age of 17. I caught some of them years with them down there in Angola. I mean, when I first got to Angola, they come to A block. Where you at? I'm on the block, A block. Everybody knew I was there.
Yep.
We had fun. You know, Fred.
Yo, Fred. Girl. Girl.
So how life been treating you since you've been out?
Oh, like, it been good. It been good. It been, some experience, new technologies, new way of life from when we first left.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when we left, wasn't no cell phone.
Okay.
Now cell phones and everything is done by computers.
For real. I mean, when I first got to Angola, I had got a cell phone, flip phone, 150.
Yep. Dinosaur.
150. That was 2009. Well, from 2009 to what, 2015, when it went to $1,000. What year that was?
Like 2020.
2020?
When I left, it was
700?
it was 700 just for the phone and 150 for the charge.
Ooh, they were cutting up.
You see how one of the dinosaurs
She got a dinosaur ranch now.
I want to bag up because I know y'all didn't get in the story. So Willie, what led you to prison?
I called up a murder charge in 1992, last part in 1992.
How old were you?
I was 17. I just turned 17.
So you was a juvenile.
Juvenile. And I got sentenced, I got found guilty of second-degree murder, under that principal law, and I was sentenced to Angola for life. I went to Angola in 1999, and I did from 1999 to 2023 of June
Okay.
You came to Angola what year?
in 1999.
1999. I remember that.
Oh, it was what, 18, 19?
When I come, no, let me back up a little bit. I come to Angola in 1995.
I was finna say when you
Yeah,
said
that's why I asked the
Yeah,
question.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about my GED. But I come in 1995.
At the age of,
I had just turned 18. I was finna turn 19.
okay.
Mhm.
So Willie isn't telling y'all this about his story. Let's speak about your accolades before coming to prison. What kind of life did you live?
Oh, before I come to prison, I was like, I ain't gonna say I was a global superstar, but I was a star at Captain Street High School.
So
You know what I'm saying? I was a gator.
You was a star in the city of Shreveport.
I played against the Jolly Booties, the Terry Edwards and all of them. I played David Gould, Donald Moore, Stephen Flakes, all the Flakes brothers. I played against all of them.
You was a one sports star or two sports
I
star?
was a 4-star.
You played one sport or you played
Multiple sports.
More-
I played baseball,
Okay.
football, basketball, and volleyball, and ran track.
so you know, I want y'all to know that
He was hot.
when Willie came to prison, you know, sports was real big in prison. So Willie took Angola by storm.
Yeah.
Because Willie was a standout athlete in prison. You know, coming from society, he was a standout athlete. So in prison, he was a standout athlete. So anything in sports, baseball, football, basketball, volleyball, Willie name was gotta be.
I ain't never got a chance to play soccer. Shree got soccer. I had left.
The Mexicans hadn't took over yet. The Mexicans hadn't come
They
to.
call it football, though.
They call it
Yeah, but they ain't come to Louisiana like that.
Not like that.
They ain't coming. You know, they took over football and go.
I remember I tried to go to Shreve. People said, "No, you a man to go. Your uncle, we don't want you here." I said, "What you say?"
But my main man was your cousin was in the backfield when I was a
Your
quarterback.
main man to go.
Yeah.
He was a running
Yeah, he
back
was
for
a
Captain
running back.
Shreve. Boy, y'all some fool, man.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
boy.
y'all were cutting up.
Mhm.
I remember all them days.
So,
Remember all them days.
did you ever think? Now let's look before Miller that you would walk free.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this here. I always had a little faith that one day, I didn't know when or
Yeah.
where, I was gonna get out eventually. That's why when I hit the prison system, before Miller hit, I had already had, before they even come with the criteria, I already had everything that they needed.
For real.
So when it happened, when it did happen for us, and they come out with the criteria, I didn't have to get them maybe 1 or 2 certificates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
what's the tip of that was?
I ended up getting
$100?
I got 100 hours, victim awareness, and they said we had to get a trade.
Yeah.
I did this little class they dealing with the VCRs and the TVs and the radio setting up there, but they said that wasn't classified as a trade. So I ended up going to brick cement finishing.
Yeah.
And I became a certified cement brick. And from now, it was just like a little waiting time.
Yeah.
You know, you already know how Louisiana is. There are 4 set of laws. They'll try to make it from point to the people that do it right then.
Right
The
then.
ones on the back end, we gotta suffer. So, you know, Miller come down, 2012, and we didn't really reap the benefits until almost in the 20s.
20.
You know what
8
I'm saying?
years, 9 years later.
So, you know,
16.
Took that long.
it was like a look tug of war. But, you know, as we know, when God got his hands on something, it don't matter what you do.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
So leading up into when Miller, when Montgomery was finalized, because Miller made it possible for juveniles to go home.
Yeah.
But Montgomery made it retroactive
Yeah.
so that everybody can reap the benefits of it. Leading up into it, what's going through your mind? And I'm asking this question without, I don't want to lead you, but I got to lead you.
Mhm.
So this is what I would say, y'all, to everybody listening. Willie and Fred's crime was against a white person. This is Louisiana. So we kind of went through the system and we knew that black people that committed a crime against a white person, it was like, ooh, your chances was
It's 1 out of a million.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's going through your mind when Montgomery's finalized and we seeing people like, all right, first, I'm gonna go back to this. I want you to keep what's going through your mind.
Mhm.
But 2012, we celebrated together.
Yeah.
All juveniles celebrated together.
I remember that.
We happy. We got this plate, we finna go home. But a Louisiana case held us back.
Mhm.
What case that was?
That was George Toker.
No. Think about it.
The one that held us back.
I was in the room.
what his name is, matter of fact, he's still there because he was looking for the next responsive verdict.
Yes.
Yeah. And, that kept holding us back for a while.
That's what made Louisiana fight the retroactivity of it.
Yeah.
And then Toka came up. And Toka took it off the board. Toka would have made it way
Yeah, he made it easy.
needed. Yeah, it would have been easy.
But I'm gonna speak on that right there with Toka, because me and him, we all us cool. And regardless of how we were thinking back then to them, if Aaron one of us was in that situation,
You had to go
you know
home.
what I'm saying? And knowing that your mom at her last moments,
Yeah.
I'm taking right here, I would have did it.
Yeah.
I would have, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He just went and took it, and he, took a lesser plea to go home, and they killed the pin in the United
Ain't
States.
think about nobody
Ain't
else.
they know? But like you said, when God got his hand on things,
Mhm.
then ain't nothing you can do, because they knew what they was doing.
Yeah.
They knew that was the legitimate case that will open all the
All
doors.
the doors.
And you messing with the 12 best judges in the world, and they know that.
Yeah.
So what we gonna do is, all right, I see the slickness that y'all doing.
Yeah.
So this is what we gonna do. We
They
gonna
calling it
go
out.
back and pull one of the harshest cases in Louisiana,
Police
a
came.
police killer,
Yeah.
and make it retroactive,
Yeah.
and see if you gonna get him a deal and kill everything. And it went, it was a tug of war between all that there, you know what
I
I'm saying?
remember I think I remember when that dude went home. When he took the plea, everybody was trying to tell him, man, don't take that plea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna shut the door on all
Yeah.
of us. I remember that.
But that was being
Ugly and
selfish.
Selfish.
Because, we did all that time and everybody ready to go
Ready to
home.
go.
And they
Let's
knew
all
Yeah, they knew this was the perfect case to bust it wide open. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of how we, view things, when certain things dealing with your family that other people don't know, and then you get the opportunity, look, you can do this or you can do that.
go.
And sometimes you gotta think about self,
Yeah.
because you gotta look at this him. The next person gonna think about self too.
That's all they do.
Because what if he wouldn't have took that and it would went the opposite way?
Yeah.
So I understood that, but like you said, God come right back, what, a month later?
Months later. 'Cause
One later and bang.
the quickest it ever happened for another case to go right back and
Yeah,
going
police
toward the same cycle. But most cases, it takes years. You're
Yeah.
taking that off the table, so it'll take years before you get back up, because the Supreme Court only hears 1% of cases in America.
And
1% of the cases.
And then I look at it like this here. We hoping that Toga go on and do his thing, and we go. But, like I said, God got his own. Some of us wasn't ready, man.
Yeah.
A lot of us.
Some of us wasn't ready. If they would even if they would have dropped it to the less excluded offense and gave us the manslaughter, all of us would have discharged out there with no paper.
No paper.
But some of us wasn't ready up here because of what was going on in our cities. You know what I'm saying? Me, I look at this him. The time that was going on, if I would have went home, that's the same time Chris got killed. So what would be my mind frame if I would have did walk out of him and walked to that chaos? That's somebody I grew up, we cousins, but we like brothers. You know how it is. So,
Plato, rest in peace.
Yeah, so God do things, even though, like what they say, it's not denied, it's just delayed.
Okay.
So he just delayed it so we can season ourselves to be prepared to go out in society.
Right.
Because there's a lot of things that we thought we were ready for when we got in society, we weren't ready for. Because we've been gone so
You
long.
still got people ask you, man, how you adjust to
I
this
was,
life out here right now?
when I was,
know they still ask me that.
yeah, when I was in Baton Rouge, I stayed in Baton Rouge like 2 years before I come to Shreveport. And I ended up going and talking to a little juvenile facility with some college folks. And when I told them how much time I did and when I went in, they didn't ask me about the prison system or what went on or what. They asked me why I went crazy.
Yeah.
Now you did all that time like that, why you ain't crazy? Through God and family ties.
For real.
Regardless of what I chose to do to separate from my family never left me.
For real.
I got letters every day. T-Win to tell you, I got visits every month.
Every month.
And, it's like, how can I put this?
You were spoiled in prison.
I was spoiled in prison, but everything,
were too, Chief.
yeah, but this the thing a lot of people don't know about prison. We got everything in prison that y'all got out here, we just ain't free.
For real.
Whatever y'all got on the outside, we got
We
in
got
prison, we just can't go home every
Just
day.
can't go home.
Can't go home. You know,
Got the same thing you
same
got.
thing. So,
Money,
yep.
whatever. So you just can't pull up in no car. now, you know what I'm
Can't pull
saying?
out of the car.
But you
Willie
can't.
was driving.
You trust
Willie
him.
was
Yeah, I was
You
driving. I was driving all day. I was
You
driving.
jail.
I was driving, you know.
And he was going out the gate.
I think they.
Working.
Every day.
And that's another thing I tell them, that even though I caught my charge at a young age, God knew my heart.
Yeah.
And at the time I come to Angola, Angola was changing.
Yeah.
You know, Angola was known as the bloodiest penitentiary in the world. But they had a warrior came to that changed it. And so what happened was he was a sports fan.
Mm-hmm.
And this the only one that I know. He used to walk down the walk. I don't need no
Nobody.
Frank with me. I'm going by myself.
Boss hog.
I'm coming down now, Big Bird.
Okay.
And he get his information from the inmate. What can we do to make the prison better? I see y'all like football. If I put a football team together, y'all win, I'm gonna take y'all. That's what he did. That's what he did. You know, he took care of everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say that my transition to Angola was easy, because my sport background, all you had to do was show that you know how to play sport. That was a wrap.
Yeah.
It wasn't now a job that you couldn't get. It wasn't no trustee status you couldn't get. Only thing they wanted you to do was win, win, win.
Win.
Yeah, Davis.
But it got to a point where they worried about you winning more than your health. You know, because you know I suffered that bad injury, and I was almost
What the name that got paralyzed?
That was Trill.
Trill. He still there?
He still there.
Terrell got paralyzed under another dude.
He died.
He died.
Matter of fact, the first month I came to Angola, I was at Camp D on Falcon side when they happened.
Yeah.
And he got hit and he got paralyzed from that point on. They thought they were gonna shut the football season down then, but they didn't. And then Trail ended up getting paralyzed.
Trail still up there, man.
On the wall.
On the wall.
All right. Before we go into this break, we talking to our Facebook viewers. Man, please subscribe to catch the rest of this segment. Please subscribe to Learn and Listen podcast on YouTube to catch the rest of the segment.
Like
and subscribe.